It's showtime, baby. Let's go. Woo! Welcome to the show. This is Sports with Strawberry Ice. I'm your host, Iceman Jeff Trinipole, and as always, I bring you sports from a West Side point of view, right here in the great city of Cincinnati, Ohio, home of my new tailgate each and every Bengals home game. That's right, it's at the Moorline Lager House. We got lots and lots of details coming at you here shortly, but I can tell you this: we're going to be there live every Sunday, live every Tuesday, having an absolute blast. There's going to be former Bengal players there. Captain's going to be there. You will get to enjoy delicious morning food, delicious morning beer, access to their bourbon room. Trust me, it is completely worth the price. It's going to be an absolute blast, and I can't wait to tell you the rest of the details. But between now and then, please go check out Moorland Lager House for their delicious food and delicious beer. Speaking of delicious food, you know it's wing week, right? So if you have not went out to Midwest Best Barbecue yet, why the hell not? Go out there, get you some Dillinator wings for, the newest member of the Ring of Honor, one of the newest members of the Ring of Honor, Corey Dillon, or some CTB wings, or some Uno wings, or some G-Funk, or some Grippo wings, or pulled pork sandwiches, whatever you want. They have delicious, delicious food there. Tell Tim and Nicole that I sent you. I'd greatly appreciate it. Also, if you guys are in the market for any windows and doors, please do me a favor, check out Meyer Windows and Doors at www.meyercincinnati.com for all your window and door needs. I got them in my house. You should get them in yours. Also, my West Side peeps, if you're looking for a cool little bar to go to, go check out Hail Mary's. It's right in the middle of Cheviot, Ohio. It's your ticket to the game. They have free parking, beer specials, big-ass TV screen, food trucks there. It's an awesome, awesome place. Please check out Hail Mary's. Your ticket to the game. What is up to everybody in chat? You guys are blowing it up already. There are so many people in there. Let's see. We got Strangers in there, Brad's in there, Cap's in there, Paul Panner's in there, Rocket Bengals in there, Rebecca's in there, Crypt Keeper, Tony Blazon's in there. What is going on, everybody? All right, so you guys like going on road trips? You know how the big thing now, I don't say a big thing now, but I think it's more of a big thing now than it used to be, is going on road trips and watching our Bengals dominate the NFL. And I've been on a couple of them. They're an absolute blast. And if you don't want to go and, try and set everything up by yourself, you can go use these guys for fans of Cincinnati. Now, let's get to my boy Cap, because Cap has been on a couple of these, I think, and he's had an absolute blast. Let's get to Cap first. What is up, Cap?
What's going on? Let me rearrange my windows so I can actually look at you.
All right, rearrange your windows, and I'll get Dusko on here. What is up?
What's going on, guys?
Welcome
there
to the
he
show.
is. What's
there
going on, Dusko?
How you doing?
Good, man. Good. So, first question I got to ask you: How did you get started in doing this? Is this just a passion of yours that you like traveling, or you love the Bengals, or how did you start setting these away trips up?
Well, I definitely love traveling. I've been all over the world, and it's good to experience new places and all that. So that's definitely part of it. I grew up in the Philly area, actually. I'm originally from Bosnia over in Europe. Came over here when I was 5. No allegiances to any teams or anything like that. A buddy of mine here in Philly has a similar company called Fans of Philly. He's been doing that for, 13, 14 years now. And he was looking to expand it. And for me, I mean, when I was a kid, when I played Madden on franchise mode, I always played with the Bengals. No idea why. Corey Dillon was my favorite player growing up, and Chad Johnson and those guys. So for me, it was a no-brainer. We went with the Bengals. Funny story, we actually we bought the domain name for fans of Cincy during that Raiders playoff game.
There you go.
And the rest is history. So
Awesome. So, what trips do you have going on this year, and how can people find out about joining them, and what do they get for their buck?
sure, yeah. So this year we have Kansas City is the first one, week 2. We got the Charlotte game against the Panthers, also in September, early games. We're going out to LA for the Chargers game. Dallas is our big trip this year, which Cap, I think you're coming on that one, right?
Yes, sir.
And then we round out the year with the Nashville trip. So
Awesome. Now, Cap, you've been on some of these. What was your experience like dealing with fans of Cincy?
I've been amazed, and I'll tell a story because you all know me as being a cybersecurity expert. So I guess I didn't know Jess entered a contest or whatever, and then she says, "Oh, I won." I'm like, "Oh yeah, you got a phishing email." Like that's absolute bullshit. Like you didn't win anything. And she's like, no, seriously. I'm like, what do you mean? And she was at it. I'm completely dismissive. And no, she's like, no. This is really a thing. Joe Goodberry talked about it. Zim talked about it. I'm like, really? I'm like, this doesn't sound right. This does not sound right. And of course, I'm decent about finding out information.
Yeah, you're a little good at it. Yeah, a little good at it.
So I told him the story, and I found it like he said. You know, his friend Joe, fans of Philly, and I'm like, okay, that's kind of cool. Like I almost immediately led to Joe, the reviews, the comments, the Facebook posts, the interaction, like the type of stuff that you don't have control over to delete, which I was looking for. The banner back and forth between the fans, like he's got a really good reputation with those fans about putting on a great show. And I'm like, okay, that's interesting, but who the hell is this guy? Like, what's the connection with Cincy? I don't know. So I'm like, all right, I want to know more about this guy. And basically he happened to be getting married. Found the wedding page. Went so far as to use his buddy's name to RSVP, but I didn't submit to get me a little further. Like,
Jeez,
yeah, I dug.
So Rebecca's right. Inspector Cat.
And the funny thing is, what I found was just like a good dude that I would have a beer with, who looked like he was super excited about the wedding. Yeah, and by the way, cool, all that. I'm not going to get into detail, but wow, awesome. Seemed to have like a good support group, good friends. I dug into some of the friends, and everybody seemed cool, like people we would
couldn't find anything wrong with you, Dusko.
No, like literally people that I would tailgate with, and I'm like, Jess, this is legit, and holy cow, let's see. Still skeptical because we plan a lot of our stuff on our own. I like having that control.
I don't know. Wait, hold on. Well, I don't know what the heck just happened to your mic. I can barely hear you.
Can you hear me?
Keep talking.
Barely.
There you go. You're good. You're good now.
Wow. It's just. Oh, it must be catching my fan and trying to mute me.
Yeah, it's just like weird all of a sudden. Anyway, you're fine now. Keep going.
Okay. So it's a pain in the ass to set this stuff up because anybody that's ever been like on the Google ITA matrix, trying to hack travel, and I've got the Hopper and all these ticket tracker trying to plan the best time and when to. It's just a pain in the ass. And the only other travel company that handles like Bengals and NFL, what is it? The Premier Prime Sports.
I think that's it.
Went over to London for both games, looked at them both times, and they're wanting like 10 grand, like $7 grand for a cheap one, and you didn't get squat with that. And I'm thinking, I got tickets for plane tickets for like 1,200, 1,500, maybe each, whatever. Like everything, we came in thousands under. I mean, they are. I get it; they got to make money, but they are incredibly overpriced. Fans of Cincy was right in that sweet spot of, well, this is a huge savings. I don't have the nightmare of, because you know what, I deal with that stuff at work. I'm managing projects at work. Like some of us just we don't have time, and I get it. If you do, great, more power to you. We went. Was New Orleans the first one?
It was, yeah. Well, we did
That's
that.
insane. I mean,
Yeah.
what a bar to set, because this crazy dude organizes a parade for Bengals fans.
I remember the parade in New Orleans. I saw pictures of that. That was
Holy
cool.
cow!
How did you come up with that idea?
So Joe from Fans of Philly had actually done it before. He put me on to the idea. I went in. We had to pull permits. We had to hire the band and everything. They shut down Bourbon Street for us. We had a police escort. It was a whole ordeal. So
Wow. And that's all wrapped up in the price. So what you got any special stuff like that planned for this year's trips?
No parades, unfortunately. We try to get get-togethers and everything going on, happy hours, all that kind of stuff. But it should be a good year.
So, but so basically, if you buy one of your packages, you have everything planned. You don't have to. The person who buys the package doesn't have to do anything. Just hand the money over, and you'll give them the itinerary, the hotel room, the fee, or the plane tickets, the tickets to the game, and anything else that you've got planned like that.
Yeah, so it includes the flights, the hotel, the game tickets, like you said. We do the all-inclusive tailgate. It's a 3-hour open bar with beer, seltzer, mixed drinks. We have a food buffet. Make sure it's fully catered. We work with only the best caterers around. So we also do the airport pickup, so you don't have to think about how you're getting from the airport.
So you don't have to get a car. Yeah.
Nope. Same thing on game day. You get a shuttle bus, and
I wanna highlight that because KC sucks. That stadium is terrible.
Uh-huh.
It is in the middle of nowhere. And the only thing close to it is a major highway, which people ran across like Frogger to get to apparently a bug-infested hotel on the other side. That is your best bet for a normal day. Icky Woods, I watched the poor man like walk up practically a mile hill, freezing his tail off at the last game because they don't have a normal way for rideshare to pick up. So fans of Cincy having shuttle, man, it's just, again, it's so nice because we could party anywhere we want. And Dallas, hey, I'll admit it. I still question stuff, and Jess told me where the hotel was. I'm like, why? She's like, what everyone around there said. I'm like, me thinking like I can do this better. Like, let me look. Once again, every trip we've been on, he picks the best locations for a little bit of mix of the area vibes, but the beach, by the water, but like he's going to pick the best locale. And sure enough, he knocked it out of the park again. I'm like, there's got to be stuff around Dallas. There is nothing around Dallas.
Especially the stadium that's in Arlington. There's nothing out there.
Arlington. They've started to build it out. They started to build it out a little bit around the stadium. They got some bars and stuff around there, but downtown Dallas is terrible. I learned my lesson. It was actually the very first trip I did for fans of Cincy was Dallas. We stayed in downtown, and it was not great.
Yeah,
so, this year we're doing Fort Worth, which I've heard great things about the scene down there, downtown, bars, restaurants, all that good stuff. So
it looks like there's almost like a downtown Nashville vibe, an area around Fort Worth, and I'm super pumped. So you've got the vibe, you've got, you're close enough. There's going to be tons of Bengals fans everywhere, but it's not, downtown. Just like some of the people for the Super Bowl stayed downtown LA. No, bad mistake. Right by the stadium, you don't want to leave your house.
This year, LA, we're right on the beach in Santa Monica. So.
Oh, nice! Now you're selling cap already. He's like, I might have to do that one.
Seriously, every little thing, and part of that is for me. it's not like Dusko just thought, "Hey, I want to start a company." I mean, he grew up. He was with that good friend, seeing it, helping in whatever. Like, there's so many things So he's not a rookie. He's not a noob to this. He started Fans of Cincy with already this mountain of knowledge, and that's why the first year was so successful. And each year since has been more successful and is going to keep being more successful. I love supporting businesses like that because. And I'll just come out and say it, unfortunately, every now and then somebody will make a comment that tries to undermine what he's doing. I get a little upset about that because without him, who's going to step in? Like if somebody's got a problem with what he's doing, which is providing an amazing service, from start to finish, completely taken care of, no worries, to bring Bengals fans together to have a great time. Oh, the travesty. If that goes away, is someone else going to step up? No, because we've never had it before. We've never had that middle market between you're doing it all yourself and 20 grand with Prime Sports or whatever. He has been. We've needed that. He fills that gap and he does it well. And I still, to this day, I'll listen. I'm eavesdropping on people sitting around me. And they're talking, it's like, oh, yeah, I just texted him and he took care of it already. I can't tell you how many times that I've heard that. And I'll just, oh, yeah, what do you think? It's like, oh, yeah, we had a problem. And he literally solved it. I haven't even met him yet. And took minutes and he called the hotel and problem was solved. Like, this is fantastic. I have heard that more than anywhere else I've ever been. And I've always been against travel agents because I'm like, well, you're making money to do what I could. No, Dusko really does apply a lot of additional touches and care to the trips he plans, and it shows.
Well, the thing is, too, is you're going to – yeah, the other thing is, too, is you're going to another city that most likely whoever's going hasn't been there before. So, like you just said, there's not anything really much around the stadium down there in Dallas, or it's not in Dallas, it's in Arlington, which there's not. People don't know that, and they don't know where to go. And instead of taking the time of trying to figure out where you're going to go, where all the Bengals fans are going to be at, blah blah, Dusko's already got it figured out. So I mean, it just to have that done for you is just awesome because you literally don't have to do anything. You just go there and have fun being a Bengals fan. You don't have to worry. Hell, you can go drink and don't have to worry about driving to go home. That's a pretty good key right there.
Yeah, pretty game day. But kind of to your point, like we partied harder than we have like planning alone, and with other Bengals fans, because I knew the next day, I am prescribed Adderall, so I'm not abusing it, but Adderall, ibuprofen, and I don't have to worry about where to drive because my big old truck in downtown city traffic, whatever, the times that we've done it ourselves, it's a nightmare for me. I hate doing it. And hungover,
peeing on his truck too for some reason. We haven't figured out why yet.
So knowing, okay, fine. I can just wake up, throw the suit on, some sunglasses, and just roll into the bus or whatever. He's got it all planned.
And the best part is people meet other Bengals fans and they become very good friends from these trips. So.
Exactly. You took the words out of my mouth. You can meet new people and you already got something in common. You love the Bengals. If you love the Bengals enough to go do this, you're going to have that in common. And like I said, and you can meet friends. And you're like, hey, let's do this again. Do you want to do this again? Yeah, they all sign up for the next one here. Now, Smash here wants to know how much would a tailgate be only a ticket for the LA trip?
So all of our tailgates are $95 per person with the 3-hour open bar, liquor, beer, seltzer, all that, and then the food buffet.
There you go.
And I just want to say, this is a legit open bar. This is a legit buffet. I was shocked the one time he partnered with a restaurant, and I'm like, okay, this is not what was expected. And we're like, I want him to make enough money to continue to do it. And I'm like, this is way overboard, but it was amazing. I'm at a tailgate every Sunday. I partner with other tailgates. I walk around and visit. It's honestly, it can be hard to keep stuff stocked. And I know a
Yeah.
lot of tailgates run out. And I know I've had fans disappointed and, oh, we checked out whatever and this was out and that was out. And, I've had to bring extra stop on the way to bring extra whatever to a tailgate. Like, hey, we don't have enough. This is going to be, we got people already. Like, okay, I'll pick something up. Never an issue with those tailgates. So when you think about your money you might pay for whatever beer you bring, you might kick whatever tailgate some cash, you might end up spending this or that. Oh, look, a food truck. You can easily have a game day that's that price. Here, top quality food, everything's been delicious. Top quality booze, top quality friends and family around you. Never ran out, never a worry about where to go. Everything's always been easily accessible. It's just impressive.
Now, Dusko, I know you do it with the Bengals. Do you do it for FC or Reds or Bearcats or anything like that? Or are you going to expand into that?
I've thought about it. Maybe next year. Last year I thought about doing the Reds spring training out in Arizona, which I think would be really cool.
That would be awesome. Yeah.
So yeah, absolutely. And I know the FC Cincinnati fans are crazy, so that would be really fun.
Yeah. Now I know. I wish we had you a couple years ago when UC was had their great run to the Final Four, because if you could have done something like the Notre Dame game or some of these other ones, hopefully UC gets back to being up that high again, you can do some UC football games, because I know there's going to be people being interested in that.
Absolutely.
All right, Holmes says here, I stayed about 45 minutes outside of Dallas and Plano, Texas, at the brand new Drury Plaza the last time the Bengals played at AT&T Stadium. Lots of new venues there. Only downside, it's about 45 minutes from the stadium. And that's the thing. It's like, well, everyone thinks, oh, we're going to go to Dallas. Well, actually, if you're going to go watch the game, you're going to Arlington. it's not Dallas. Yeah. It's in between.
It's crazy between because
Fort Worth and Dallas. Go ahead, Cap.
You kind of don't want to stay in Dallas.
No.
But Dallas doesn't play in Dallas. They play in Arlington. Yeah. Then you look around Arlington, there's really nothing there at all.
There's a Six Flags there. It's pretty good.
So then you're in Fort Worth. And Fort Worth is like, it looks like Party Central. If I make the newspaper, I apologize. It's
I'll be disappointed if you don't.
I'm just putting it out there. If I made it, just saying, it could happen. So,
and Fort Worth is only like 20-25 minutes from the stadium, which is great.
Yep.
So you say you're for the LA trip, you're staying out by the beach. So how far away from the hotel to the stadium is that?
You never know with LA traffic.
Right?
Yeah. But it should only be about 20-25 minutes. Also,
should be.
Yeah.
So you're going to leave a little earlier just to make sure?
I did, yeah. I was talking to the bus company the other day, and I was like, we should give ourselves some time.
Yeah, yeah. Because you definitely don't want to have, because I had this. My dad got us we went to, this back in 2009, took a bus trip to the UC Pittsburgh game, and we missed the beginning of the kickoff because traffic was so bad. And I remember we were running in the stadium to get up there. I was like, because if you've been to Schittsburg, you go through the tunnel, and then all of a sudden there's downtown Pittsburgh, and we're just creeping. And I'm like, come on! I was just like, we got there. I mean, like I said, we missed the kickoff, and that was it. But yeah, that's the thing. You don't want to make sure you miss anything. So
right. The good thing is, with the tailgate being 3.5 hours before the game, we usually miss all the game day traffic, which is good. So.
Nah, I agree with Pork Chop too. He says Dallas sucks. Been there, never seen a flatter place. Could you see downtown an hour and a half before you got there? Yeah, it is. Texas is the flattest.
Bigger in Texas.
Oh, dude, it's flat. It's flatter in Texas. I'll tell you that. It's. I went there. I don't remember. 30 years ago, and I was saying I thought, like, holy crap, is there a hill anywhere? Look, I'm on the west side of Cincinnati. Everything's like this. Dallas,
it's a bit extreme though in Cincy. It feels like San Francisco. It's crazy in Cincy.
It's crazy, especially on my side. It's crazy hilly here. But like I said, it's going from that to Texas where it's flat. I won't say a culture shock, but I'm just kind of I could see for miles.
Now, Dusko, I'm sitting here thinking. Will you ever consider like VIP packages? Because you saw the Bengals locker room reveal, It is freaking amazing. And I could just imagine like a decked out like limousine bus with an interior that matches that orange neon lighting and everything. You have to think about that.
I've definitely thought about it. Private car pick you up at the airport. You get a suite at the hotel, maybe first class tickets on the flight, something like that. So
I can see Cap and Justin
I've
in
thought
that
about
bus.
it. Yeah.
Just get the
No,
fist bumps.
I've absolutely thought about it. I think that's the next logical step.
Nice. Good to hear.
Awesome. So, Dusko, how excited are you about this upcoming season and the trip that you're going to have to plan? Is another one to New Orleans. So just putting it out there. You know that one's going to happen, and other playoff ones. How excited are you about the season first? I'll go that way.
It's hard not to be excited, and in my head, I'm already playing the parade part 2.
Yeah. Yeah.
But the team got so much better in the offseason. It's hard to not be excited. You know what I mean? The secondary. You brought in a couple veterans, help with that communication they've been talking about. Mm-hmm. You got to love the linebackers. They brought in a couple pieces on the D line. I think Miles Murphy is going to be a big key this year. Mm-hmm. And Burrow having the weapons that he has this year, I don't think he's had weapons like this since he's been in the league. So
especially in the tight end room, that's the one I'm excited about. So when we make our Super Bowl run here, will you have playoff packages as well too, or is it just game by game, or you already got all that stuff in the works?
We'll see how it shakes out. Hopefully it'll be all home playoff games until the Super Bowl, but we'll see how it plays out.
Sounds good. I plan on going to New Orleans, and I plan on being in this parade. So I'm just tell you that now. I want to be in there and be right next to Cap and all his glory.
I may also be in a parade after we win, and I will earn those beads. I apologize ahead of time. Pork Chop brought up a great reminder. Project Game Day, raffling off a trip to KC for $20. Like if you go to KC, you want to go, fans of Cincy, because I'm telling you, it's so bad to get out of that stadium. It honestly ruins the experience, and he's got it covered. So $20, that's all it is. They'll raffle it. Seriously, $20. It's absolutely worth it, and it could be the trip of a lifetime. You're benefiting Project Game Day, brand new charity. They're working hard to spin this up, do it the right way, and they're getting adults with disabilities and veterans into Bengals games. They've got all the tickets taken care of for right now, but the more people they can get into seats for Bengals games, the more people that they can get in for their first game ever, the better. And that's what this raffle is going to go to help. So thank you, Dusko, for partnering with them. That's awesome.
Those guys are awesome.
You partnered with Ken Anderson. You've partnered with Project Game Day. For anybody that might doubt, the Philly connection, he cares about the community in Cincy too. So that's great to see.
Exactly. I can't remember what I was going to say. And I had something in my. Oh yeah, I know what I was going to say. So Cap, it's like we were talking about yesterday. Trying to donate $1 to the village of Marici. I mean, this is the same thing. Take a shot, put $20 in, and you might have a chance to win this. And if not, it's going to go to a great cause either way. So you're helping people out, also with a chance to win. Tickets to this game, which the Bengals are going to destroy the Chiefs.
Yeah, I can spend $20 at McDonald's lately.
Right.
Inflation sucks.
You spend $20 on a damn hamburger now. That's all you get is a hamburger.
Save that meal, cook, toss $20 just thinking about the charity, and you might accidentally win a trip of a lifetime.
Exactly.
Absolutely. Yeah, we're also partnered with the Cincy hat. We did for our priority deposit customers. So, before the schedule comes out and we release pricing and things like that, we take priority deposits to kind of get a gauge on interest in each trip, because it's hard to plan ahead of time how many hotel rooms you're going to need, how many flights, all that. So we take those priority deposits, and to kind of encourage people to do that, we said everybody that books a priority deposit gets one of these, and these are the actual hats that they're going to get. I have two huge boxes of them in this room right now. So that was cool to partner with those guys.
Yeah, Teddy K and Matt are awesome people. I've met them both multiple times, and they are salt of the earth people. And what they are doing is legitly helping people beyond, just a one time thing. What they're doing is they're helping get people on their own, and their parents don't have to worry about them anymore. And that's huge, what they're doing. So I really do. Tip my hat to them and shout out to you for working with them and this great cause. So, Dusko, I know you said you only got 30 minutes, so you got to go now. Or you got to hang out for a little
I do
while?
actually just heard the baby crying in the background.
All right.
I have a 14-month-old and another one on the way. My wife is about 9 months pregnant. So
woo! There you pop out quick. All right.
Now we got baby number 2 coming just in time for football season and traveling and stuff. So it's gonna be tough this year, but
hey, I got 2 of them. One's 20. It's gonna be 24. The other one's 20. Trust me, it goes by fast. Enjoy it, brother.
what everybody says.
Perfect planning on the timing of the babies. Like this man is an expert planner. He can even plan the baby. There you go.
Exactly. Real quick before I let you go, tell everybody where the website is and how to get on there to check out all your packages you have.
Yep. So it's fansofcincy.com to lock in your spot for any of the trips. It's a $200 deposit. And then we, invoice you for the rest after that. And then if you're traveling on your own and just want to do the tailgate, hang out with a bunch of Bengals fans, have a great time, you can do the tailgate only package as well.
Awesome. I'm planning on going to the New York Giant game. So if you have something going on there, let me know.
Okay.
All right, Dusko, appreciate it, man. Take it easy.
Appreciate you having me on.
See you,
No
man.
problem. Who day?
Have a good one, guys.
See ya. How much fun was that parade, by the way?
Dude. So it's never been done before. Like, yeah, everyone's taking it. I don't want to say taking advantage of Bengals fans, but with the additional success comes, I heard yesterday maybe some adults were, trying to push away kids for autographs and things like that, and all of our memorabilia is marked up, through the roof now, and companies are coming in and trying to make money off of us. Yeah. And, a lot of it's unfair. Everyone's got the next best thing. And fans of Cincy, I didn't hear, I heard something about it, but maybe I'm just.
First time I heard about it was you guys were talking about the New Orleans trip. That's the first time I heard of them.
Yeah. Oh, well, but like the parade.
Yeah,
I'm like,
I didn't know anything about that. You guys,
yeah, I didn't realize. Like,
tell me about it. I'm like, what the heck?
And
awesome.
and I'm like, oh, well, that's kind of cool. Maybe we'll get some people together, and then more people came, and then more people came, and then more people. And I swear, like half the parade was Houday Chicks, which the Houday Chicks over in
awesome.
Longworth.
Yeah,
they always have their own bedazzled gear. Like they are
Yep.
awesome. I love them to death. They definitely were down for a parade. And it got bigger and bigger. And then I look back and like, it was a big deal. And, I couldn't help but laugh. Somebody tried to say, oh, they don't have permits. They're going to get in trouble, blah, blah, blah. And then that got deleted. Dusko said, that he did all that work to get the permits.
And
make sure
the
police, there was a dude walking with me in uniform. So I'm like, well, I know he did his due diligence and got everything taken care of, which is just another example. Like, I wouldn't even know how to go about starting a parade.
I don't even know. Like, I kind of like pride myself on a little bit of a planner, but to try to do what he does, and then do the damn a parade on it, plus run a tailgate, plus find other local bars and stuff to go to, because it's not just a Sunday thing; it's the whole weekend that he has planned for you. So I mean, it's and like I said, you don't have to worry about anything. That's just go and show up.
That's the biggest thing, because it's tough. It's like, okay, if you don't have the money to do that, then you've got to like find every way to cut corners. Mm-hmm. But honestly, some of those trips, it's real close to the corner cutting. Mm-hmm. That's where I'm like, oh, okay, well, maybe we'll just do one and, say we did it and everything. But then you look at some of the pricing and then you try to do it yourself. You're like, so you're telling me I can get on a chartered flight with all Bengals fans, which, by the way, went out to Arizona last year, and Caroline Blackburn and her fiance were there sitting with us. And we're like, what the heck? Who then, I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but they bought shots for a whole bunch of people. Loved it. I don't think
nobody watches this show anyway. Don't worry about it.
They weren't with fans of Cincy, so I think they were shocked when they got on the plane, and we're all every one of us was a Bengals fan, and got off the plane. And then Elizabeth went, I guess, and picked them up. So we said bye to all of them. We're like, what are the odds? That was a blast. You chartered this bus here and there. Like the only thing we can do, I'm not charter a bus. Mm-hmm. I'm not being responsible for that. There's no way.
No.
So what? You Uber? You cannot Uber in KC. You can, and they're going to cancel it. And then they're going to cancel it. You're going to wait there for like an hour or two until someone finally accepts and keeps your Uber. Mm-hmm. It's been a nightmare ever since. And then, of course, I get the one Uber driver that wants to talk shit about Cincinnati.
Of course you do.
God, should be kidding me. I wanted to jump out the moving vehicle. You don't have to worry about that. Everything with them is top notch. Like, I'm honestly... I don't hope the prices go up. I just hope he's making enough money to take care of himself, because when you look at the value, I'm not even kidding. It's a good deal. It's not going to be for everybody, and I saw, who was it? Sean Shane. What was the name? Smash Adams. I was close. Swimmy Swam Samsonite. Smash Adams. Is going. Yeah, hey, hopefully I'll be able to get to go out there too and see you there. But yeah, even the tailgate. I mean, Icky Woods was hanging out at one of the tailgates, just enjoying himself. Meal. He's such a good planner, and the more he does this, the more connections he makes, the better. Like you've already heard, it sounds like the Dallas party is going to be even better this year. I can't wait. Mm-hmm. I'm thankful to have him. We are a small market team, smaller city, and there aren't a million options for everything. How hard is it to get somebody to take interest to start something like this for Bengals fans?
Right.
Thank you, fans of Cincy, for caring about us and providing again that spot that was just, you either scraped and cut corners or you paid an arm and a leg. There was nothing in between. Now we've got it.
All right, Smash Out says they live in Northern California, so they'll be
driving to
LA for the game. There you go.
Nice.
I want to bring something that Rebecca put up here. I didn't see this, but she said Jamar bailed out on the auto line kids were shoving up to him and pushing stuff in his face. Now, I'll put it this way. I've been down there at practice a lot of times, and when the bigger names like Joe and Jamar walk over to their fans, it is freaking nuts. I mean, yeah. It is. And eventually, if people don't calm down, they're going to stop doing it. Yep. Because the adults will shove the kids out of the way. Because I remember last year, Joe walked up and he literally was telling everybody to back up because they were basically knocking kids out of the way to get his autograph. Like, dude, y'all need to just relax. Like, it's just a freaking autograph. It's not going to be that you're grown ass people. Now I don't know what's going on with Chase. I didn't see this one. I'm just talking about what.
To that point, I've had a fan in the stadium like stomp on my foot, basically trying to get me out of the way to go hope to get T's autograph at the end of a game, which players normally throw stuff up. They don't very often stop, especially a star. Yeah. And that created a little drama there. And I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. I backed up as far as I could. Adults have no sense. No. Most of them.
And the thing is, like, what kills me is people act like, well, they should sign this for my child or sign this for me. They ain't got to do shit.
It's all a blessing, man.
Yeah.
We're all lucky.
And they get this all the time. If you're lucky to get one, be happy you get one. Don't be upset you didn't get one because it happens. They can't sign everybody. I mean, just trying to put this thing together with the Mullen
So
I've heard stories of how long some players stayed at Moreline for other stuff that they've done to sign autographs because it never ends. You gotta say, all right, I'm done, or they'll be out there for 6 hours signing an autograph. Remember, look at Teddy K at the Cincy Hats events. How long he stood up there for? Dude, the tattoo. He stood for like 6 hours signing
and people
autographs.
forget, like Boomer Esiason used to take a cart from the cafeteria to the practice field, or actually an actual car. Was driven from the cafeteria to the practice field because he skipped all the being mobbed.
Yeah.
And I mean that's very common. We have a lot of great players that spend the time, and I hate to say risk their lives. But to the video, yeah, there you go, Augie. To the video, if anybody hears, it's on Twitter. Somebody posted one, and there was a woman wearing a random red shirt. I didn't see anything Bengals. She had a white, one of the signature footballs with the logo. Now, she could have been a fan. She could have been trying to get it for a kid. There's a million, because you only saw like kind of the front of her shirt, her face, and the ball. So I don't want to judge. I unfortunately know too many adults are getting stuff to resell. Hopefully it wasn't her. Jamar did get to that ball, but then weirdly at the end, how it ended, she was kind of turned around and she dropped an F-bomb in front of all the kids, talking about something about kids. And I couldn't make it. If I remember, I probably won't, but I was about to load it into some audio software, clean it up, and try to see what she said or what it was in reference to. So if anybody's curious, you find that clip, you'll find it. She dropped an F-bomb, was unhappy about something after she got her football signed. It could have been legit where, she's trying to get more kids over or whatever, but then she's an adult in the middle of all the kids. Like, I don't want to assume anything. It doesn't look good. And there she is. You can clearly hear I'm like, come on,
Dude, that's the reason I like when they get close to the end of practice, I leave because it's freaking nuts. And it's so funny. People ask me all the time, like, "Oh, you come down here a lot?" Because the security guards know me, and then the beat writers all come up and say hi to me or whatever. And they're like, "Where's the best place to go get autographs?" I always tell everybody to go out to where the players walk across. I said, because they all have to walk over there. I said, so the volume of players that come over, all of them got to walk that way. To me,
you get a higher percentage,
right,
every single time. And then we hear, KB Art, Zach Taylor actually helped. He had prints of his paintings, and he had a security guard grab one of them from one of his kids to take over to Jamar to make sure Jamar signed it, and then walked it back.
Yeah.
So
that's, to me, if you're looking for autograph, that's the best place to go, because the practice, it's random players. You don't know, and I don't mean big names. It just depends on who walks over, and then whoever walks over, all they got is that rope, and people knock that rope over and shove it. It's just a mad. I mean, I hate to say it, this stuff keeps happening. No players are going to sign anything because you can't control it. Because you're like, well, you should have better security. No, learn how to control yourselves. It's just an autograph.
Every team's like that. Like, okay, so now I've got the first part of cybersecurity, the most important part. What you begin with is physical security. Right. So I know about physical security too. I've got some ideas I'll pass along on, fairly low uplift ways to improve some of that. But the thing is, every team, every practice area, it's kind of like that. That's what they deal with. You just expect people to be better. So it is what it is. Trust me, a million times over, I've regretted. Like, man, I should have brought something.
I never bring.
Man, I should have asked whatever. Man, but there's limited times where I've had something that was really important that I did. So like the London 2016 game, I have a London a jersey with it said London on the back and the number is 16.
Oh, nice.
And I had some favorite players, and it took a little while to get everybody cornered, but I had some favorite players sign that, and that's special to me. But we went Sunday, and it's just fun. Now, granted, we were in the friends and family tent, so we're around the player families and everything. I got to talk to Brad Robbins' mom. Had a hilarious conversation with Brad. I am not going to say what we talked about, other than if anyone's seen, he's grown a beard.
Yeah, he got rid of the
beard.
mustache. He's got the beard now. Yeah, I was
so he's like
that yesterday.
He's like, I'm like, dude, like it's coming in. Like you got this.
He's trying to catch up to you.
So apparently he grew a longer one in college.
Okay,
and it does come in pretty well. He's like, the mustache was bad luck. he just kind of laughed.
Yeah,
but yeah, I'm like, there you go. Like new year, one off year, whatever. Like now's the comeback. He's like, exactly. He's feeling good. So he came over to talk to his parents while everybody was punting. He's doing well. He's looking good. He's feeling good. He's going to have a good season. His mom's great, but the conversation, I really hope we're rolling. I hope all the good vibes are happening, and there's gonna be a surprise maybe for fans, and it may involve me. It's gonna be hilarious. We'll talk about it later. I hope it comes true because I'm going to die.
Got me intrigued. I don't even know what this is.
Brad is a funny
dude.
He is. He is one of those. So it's funny because my ADD. I don't want to blame it on everything. Like there are times where I've got to force myself to pay attention better. Like I'm bad remembering names. The funniest thing about me, I'll remember a face.
Yeah.
But then when it comes to introductions,
yeah.
Like it's like I purposely click off.
You're like, hey, Jess, this is
literally
Jess. And
2 seconds.
Yeah.
I will forget a name 2 seconds after it's
I
said.
do the same thing. It's annoying.
And I'm like, okay, I'm trying to be better, and I've been better, but I'm good with faces and everything.
Yeah.
But I'm at the Cincy Tat event and everything and talking, and I'm just watching and I'm snapping some pictures, and dude comes up and starts talking to me and just whatever. Brad, like one of the guys. And because of how the conversation started, I saw him. I know what he looks like, but because he caught me with tunnel vision and the conversation was super casual. Mm-hmm. Like he didn't come to me like, hey, I'm Brad. Not that anybody does.
Hey, I'm Brad Robinson. How are you?
Bengals I can't even remember what we're talking about.
Dude,
the first sentences I said, it didn't register, and then I'm like, internally, I'm like, Cap, idiot, like Brad Robinson.
So you probably had the speaker going on. You're talking. I think you're outside doing the
little bit of that and everything. But
he was hanging out there with us for a while.
We had some funny conversations around Darren Simmons because I know some stuff about Darren Simmons. He's a tough coach. He is very, very precise. And
that's why I keep telling everybody it's not just the punting, it's the holding. I'm telling you that has a lot to do with it. He's very much on the hold, and Shooter missed one the other day, and it was a different holder, and I don't know where Cap went. Cap just left. So one of the other punters held, and Shooter actually missed a kick because of that. There he is. He's back.
I saw that coming. I couldn't reach fast enough.
I was like,
we're good now. But yes.
Well, yeah, the holding is important. It's as important as the punting. And Darren Simmons is very, very like, dude. I talked to Brad, and he would get down to the way he catches the ball and he holds it and he spins it and like this. And I had that same conversation with him at the Cincy Tattoo, and I'm going, holy crap. I'm like, just to catch the damn ball and spin it and put your finger on it? He goes, yes. I'm like,
that's
all
funny
right.
that you guys talked about that too, because I made some jokes and he kind of looks at me. I'm like, I've had some conversations, and yeah. Mike Nugent, of OH fame.
I
Uh,
know.
when we had dinner with him and Huber, and the stories were hilarious. Like Mike would kick one maybe 6 inches away from splitting the uprights, and then they go over the film, and he's got to explain what happened.
Why wasn't it right
like,
down the middle?
Like Darren, like
it went through.
We're within. Like what? He's like, was it a miss? It like did you time it wrong? Like he wants to know why was it not perfectly dead center? Which you know what? I appreciate that.
Hey,
like because there's
that makes a
always
good
ways
coach.
you can improve. So to that point, I am not worried about Brad. Like someone is going to have to now. I will say the new dude, the new punter they just picked up. There was a sound off of somebody's foot, and I turned around.
Dude. Yeah,
and I'm like, no one's talking about that guy.
No, I noticed it today. I got a couple of videos I took. I haven't got a chance to put together. Dude can pound it.
I was like, oh shit. Which hey, competition's good. But you gotta pound it consistently.
Yes.
So if he starts to
I like that pounding it consistently. I do.
Yeah. Except when we're in Carolina, because they say keep pounding. You know,
I know.
It's kind of it's a cool saying though.
Yeah.
You know, I like what they got going. There's some good fans. They got I've talked about it before, but they've got that claw handshake, which as a reminder, if no one's ever heard me say, so you'll notice on the sleeves, like the bands that I think they signify captain.
Yeah.
I used to glue on ribbon, and it's permanent marker now, only because of Panthers fans, because they would do that handshake and just tear off the ribbons, and there I am mid-game gluing ribbon back in my jacket. But I'm not going to stop them. Right. You know, and anybody that knows me, it's like, well, I'm going to try to keep the suit together, but be you, do you?
Don't tear my suit up. Come on now.
It's gotten torn up a lot, and the safety pins helped a lot because then it's like, well,
I thought you were going to get a new one with the tiger stripes on the inside.
So I still want to do that. I've got to go to Pursuit, but I'll just come out and say it. The estimate was $600.
Woo!
I will not wear that on game day, but I have a really bright orange picked out with the tiger stripe on the inside. That I want to be my like charity event jacket. Yeah. So I'm still wearing a jacket, but I don't have to because I get it. Like some fans will dress up as whatever they do and go to these charity events. I've never, but just borrow Corey's jacket. Man, I gotta work out more. Like Corey can still hit some dudes, and I'm wiry. But what was that? The replacements? The punter?
Wiry? Yes.
Yeah. I'm wiry.
He's a freaking Australian rules.
Yeah, something British, Australian.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Sorry to my UK friends. Sometimes I mix up the accents.
Hey, I tried to do one the other day, and I said it in English or something. I don't know what I was trying. I was trying to be Jamaican. And I sound like, what the hell kind of accent is that? Like, I don't know. I just messed up. I don't know. Anyway, Cat Man, I appreciate you coming on, dude. This is back-to-back days.
Augie, I love you, dude. You're a good dude. I'm telling you what.
Well, hopefully, I said I'm going to New York. I'm hoping to be going to hang out with that dude for the New York game. We're working on the flights and all that stuff. I'll be hanging out with Og down there and going to MetLife Stadium with him. So that's gonna be fun.
Nice. Hey, we'll talk. I'll help you out with some tricks of the trade to save some cash on flights and stuff.
Ole.
They don't like us, but that's okay. Score a point or score a few. Cincinnati, we're here for you. I was intimidated about going to the FC Cincy game
Yeah.
Those songs are easy.
Oh, they're easy. The thing is, like, I went there with Andrew Dawkins. I don't know, 2 months ago or whatever, and he got me into the I can't think of the name, but the end zone there,
Bailey.
Bailey. Thank you. He got me in there, and I'm like telling people, like, I don't know the words of these songs. They're like, here, and they're telling me, and they're cool about it. They're not like making fun of, like, you don't know the words.
Dude,
what kind of fan are you? I'm like, I don't know the words. So
Bengals fans, I love y'all. And I know for a fact that some of the best Bengals fans gravitate toward this chat. And I appreciate y'all. Hardcore, dedicated, love each other. Like, my following on Twitter, there are a lot of people that don't follow me. I see it. And honestly, some of them are just not the people that I would want to follow me anyway. But the base that we have, good people. I got to tell you, though, FC Cincy is some competition because they are so good to new fans. I don't see any of some of the weird stuff hurled. Like, nobody's insulting anybody else. I get a lot of hate, and I'm still dealing with it. They're loud. Like, I am yelling for a longer period of time at an FC Cincy game, despite a shorter game, than I am.
It's not even yelling. It is yelling, but you're dancing. You're standing. You're, hey, doing this when they score a goal. I'm like, dude, I was exhausted when I got done. It was so much fun, but I was worn out.
And here's the thing. So, like, NFL, you don't do the flags, you don't do the drums, you don't do all that stuff. So, like, the standing in NFL, hey, y'all remember I got some hate last year for that, but it's not as big of a deal. The standing, it's the noise. Now, and
I see it during Bengals games. It's not standing. It's the dancing and anyway. Go ahead, keep on.
Yeah, but I'll get up, I'll dance around. I stand on third down, stand on fourth downs. Yep. But FC Cincy, man, yeah, you're right, because I'm waving. My arms are tired because I'm waving a flag. We're all losing our minds. Anything great happen, anything bad happen, we're yelling. We're always singing. It's good practice for yelling at football games, and everyone participates.
Yes.
So we get that in Cincinnati, where, okay, don't yell. Just if everyone did that, it would be deafening. So we'll get there this year, because this is our march to the Lombardi.
Yeah, baby.
We could end up 10-0. We could start so hot. And those videos in that fire-ass locker room are going to be so much fun.
How I didn't even get a chance to talk about that. How badass does that locker room look? I'm like, oh my God. They got shoves come down for their pads to dry them out. They got stuff to dry their shoes out. I'm like,
Duff talked about it. I
awesome.
heard some stuff. I literally refused. Like, I put it out of my head. It looks like what I thought it would look like. I'm not even kidding, but I'm like, they're not going to do that, because somehow, some way, some of the traditional influence is going to come in, and we're not going to do like one of those college hype where it's all black and with orange X. It's not. It happened. They did it.
It did.
They
It's
absolutely
badass.
did it.
It's badass.
Like, dude, every time I'm like, all right, we're a new team, we're new organization, we're marching forward. Corey always said, moving forward. But there's still, it's not going to be crazy. No, it was crazy. Like,
it's got to be the best locker room in the NFL right now, dude.
The company that builds them and has built for NFL teams and college teams, and they're very, very good at what they do. They said it's bar none the best one they've ever done.
Yeah, it's,
and I'm like, holy
you know how we talked about on yesterday's show about having the stadium tours? Fuck the stadium tour. I want a locker room tour. I just want to see that locker room. I want to walk in there and see what that looks like. Physically see what it looks like. I've seen pictures of it. It looks awesome. Now, Crypt Keeper wants to know, Cap, have you talked to your connections about presenting Corey's jacket? Cap could be like, come on down, Corey.
We'll keep working. We'll keep working. But yes, yeah, I can't wait. I hope there's some way we get to see that locker room.
Dude, I hope so. I would love to.
But
if they
the
give us a
funny thing
chance.
is, I have some stuff planned for this year, and it ties into the locker room by accident. It's crazy.
Do tell.
I might be dropping some big money for fun stuff for fans in the end zone.
I'm out of the end zone this year. Damn it!
Hey, I'll keep one. I'll keep one for you. Or maybe for the game, you move your tail into the end zone. Get some.
Yeah, I could sneak down there. But hey, get out of my seats. I used to sit here. Move. I don't think that happened. I'll get Dale and Arrow to back me up. Like, get them out of my seats. No, I'm just kidding. Don't do that. Maddie's told me this. He goes, you know what you're gonna do, Ice? I was like, what? He goes, you're gonna be up in the area up by the concession stands, hanging out up there. I said, there's probably a good chance that might happen.
Dude, that's perfect.
And when we score, I'll run down, Cap, give you a high five. All right, run back up the steps. Like, let's go.
And then by the end of the season, you'll be chiseled too, just like Augie says. Because I'm telling you, that's some work up and down those steps.
Dude, I'll be out of shape. I'll be in shape. I'm already out of shape. That'll put me in shape. I'll do something either way, man. I can't wait till the season. I keep talking about I don't like my seats. I'm like, it is what it is. I think we'll have fun up there at the Canopy Crazies. But I plan on being back down in 158 next year, either way. This year is going to be our Super Bowl run. And no, I don't want anybody to say, well, if we win the Super Bowl, you got to stay up there. No, I'm not doing that. I'm moving. Let's put that out there.
Exactly.
Cap, I will see you. You're going to practice Thursday. So I will see you Thursday.
Anybody go to practice? See you Thursday. Also, we'll be there Sunday because Kay Adams is there.
Yep.
So remember that. If you didn't know, Kay Adams is going to be there Sunday.
Exactly.
Show up, show out for Kay.
I think I'll be there. I got my family reunion. It's either Saturday or Sunday. I think it's Saturday. I know I'll be there Thursday. I might try to be there Saturday too. Either way. Cat, appreciate you, brother.
Yes, sir. Hooday.
Hooday. All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed as much as I did. And do me a favor. Go to on Bengals.com or where you have to go to and vote Bengals Captain Fan of the Year. You know, please do that. Wherever you gotta go do that. Go vote for Cap. I had to do that. He was about to get off the camera there. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I've been live streaming on ZTV Online, YouTube, Facebook, X, Twitch. You can follow me on all those, along with Instagram, Threads, and TikTok. And like I've been telling you, and I cannot wait till I can tell you all the details because we're working on it. I've been having meetings and stuff like that, and trying to lock down what we're doing and everything. But it's going to be so much fun. It's been a lot of work, but it's going to be a blast. We're going to be at Moreland Lager House each and every Bengals home game for a tailgate. I'm going to be live there every Tuesday at the Moreland Lager House. There's going to be former Bengal players there. Cap will be there. Lots of people will be there. You get to enjoy delicious Moreline food, delicious Moreline beer, access to the new bourbon room. So all the fun we had on the show here, we're going to have that much fun and even more at the Moreline Lager House each and every Bengals home game. Now, like I said, the show is going to be every Tuesday. But the tailgate is actually obviously only at the on the home games. So we might be doing some watch parties for road games there. I don't know. We got a lot of stuff in the plans. But, between now and then, go down to Moreland Lager House and drink you some delicious beer. Tell them I sent you. Also, it is Chicken Week. Have you had your chicken wings today? If not, I highly recommend, Midwest's best barbecue. Go out there and get you some Dillinator wings, which are absolutely delicious. I had them this past weekend. Get you some CTB wings I've had there. Some Uno wings, some G-Funk, some Grippo. And if Tim ever has the chili, dude, I'm telling you, the chili's good. He doesn't have it all the time. That chili is legit. Go check out Midwest's best barbecue right there off 275 Ward's Corner Avenue exit. A great family. Tim and Nicole are awesome, awesome people. I'm so happy and privileged to be able to call them friends of mine. They are awesome people. So go out there and check out Midwest's best barbecue. Also, if you're looking for some windows and doors, please check out Meyer Windows and Doors at www.meyercincinnati.com. Matty Myers will show up to your house in the infamous Jackpot Joey Mobile. talk to you about football, talk to you about windows, talk to you about doors. Like I said, I got them in my house. They're energy efficient, easy to clean, and they look great. So check them out, Meyer Windows and Door at www.meyercincinnati.com. Also, my West Side peeps, you can go watch a Reds game here. Hopefully they're going to beat the Scrubs. Let's talk about the Reds here a little bit. They're going to beat the Scrubs. Check out Hail Marys, your ticket to the game. Like I said, they got a big-ass TV screen there. The Reds beat the Scrubs last night. They're going to beat them tonight. The Reds are trading everybody. They've given up on the season. But you don't have to give up on having a good time while watching, hopefully, this team win. Go to Hail Marys. Right there in the heart of Cheviot. And yes, unfortunately, the Reds have traded Lucas Sims, Frankie Montas, a couple other people, which is whatever. I haven't been talking Reds that much because they're depressing, and it's getting. I hate talking about Bob sell the team, Bob sell the team, Bob sell the team, but Bob sell the damn team. Like. How many times can you ask Reds fans, wait till next year? Wait till next year. Oh, next year's going to be better. Oh, no, I don't mean next year, but the year after that. Oh, no, I mean the year after that. It's getting old. He owned the Reds for 2 decades. We have 0 playoff wins. None. We've barely went to the playoffs. We have this young core. And you have a manager who I don't think is very good. You are handcuffing your GM and not letting him, I think, make the moves that he wants to make. I don't know this for a fact. It's just my thoughts. So it's very frustrating watching the Reds. So I choose to be happy. And I'm not happy talking about the Reds. So I try to talk about the Bengals because we're winning the Super Bowl this year. Anyway, you guys, tomorrow I've got, could be a really big guest tomorrow. I'm hoping he'll answer me back on Insta because he told me it's a Bengals player. He told me he'd come on the show last week. I said Wednesday would be good, and I DM'd him on Insta. So we'll see what happens if I get a hold of him. But there's a chance. You're saying there's a chance that Travion Williams will be on the show tomorrow. And if he is, Cap's gonna be probably back on again. And if not, I might not have a show tomorrow. We'll see. Anyway, keep your fingers crossed that Travion answers me, and we will have him on the show tomorrow. Other than that, you guys have a wonderful day. Throw it up. That's just sports, baby. See ya!